It's a Pisces full moon on the 10th of September, and it comes with a whole lot of retromania, a trip down memory lane, stirring up a bit of FOMO, but ultimately having you wistfully peeking into the future to shape new dreams. The fish. Pisces, the sign of the fish, is sentimental, gentle and sensitive. And for this moon, it's paired up with its ruling planet, Neptune. Whatever else is swimming around you, this really softens the lens. It brings beauty into the everyday and sends psychic signals from the universe, keeping you swimming in the right current if you can just open your imagination and trust the flow. There's lots of retrograde action this moon phase. Neptune, along with Saturn, Jupiter, Pluto, Juno, Uranus, Chiron, and Mercury turning retrograde on the full moon. This means the planetary energy is all a bit out of kilter, being out of character, turning its focus inward. This is not a time to launch big plans or even rockets. This is not the time to start a complex project or pop a champagne cork. But it is a time to pull back on the pressure of expectations and allow a transformative process to do its thing. This Pisces-Neptune full moon combo can be sublime. It's dreamy and magical, romantic. It connects through kindness and vibe. Pluto is still plugged in with Neptune as it was last moon. And it's a really nice link that strengthens spirit and hope. It can open you to a transcendental experience, a lifeline, a guardian angel. It allows a profound spirituality, a resurrection. For some, this might also open up to plant medicine, a psychedelic super trip, or drinking like a fish. And if you do slip into that part of Neptune's realm, prepare to dive deep. The boundaries right now are really thin. Juno, the goddess of the sky, queen of heavens, has also joined up with Neptune and the moon. So the focus gets pulled to how serious you are about maintaining important relationships. Juno wants commitment and equality in relationships, and she's also retrograde, looking back through Pisces and Neptune, where there might have been a few faded dreams and disappointments littering the path behind. A whole lot of might have beens and could have beens, wish they wases, wish they weren't. Maybe you've been idealising instead of seeing reality. Or the enthusiasm for someone or something has started to dip. It's time to get together, to reconnect. And this moon phase is supported by other planets to emerge out of repetition and test the waters of a whole new level. So it's a good time to explore a new vision or rekindle a desire, to define the commitments that you want to make, and especially the commitments you've made to yourself. Uranus and the North Node have been working together for a few months now, disruptively splitting up the comfort zone and forcing a new perspective. At the Virgo Moon 2 weeks ago, the aspects were really harsh, exposing conflict and BS. This is about exposure. The Department of Justice investigation into Donald Trump's missing secret files has really ramped up, and he might be going down for espionage. That exposure purge revealed relics from the past, resurfacing as rivers and lakes ran dry. Dinosaur footprints, sunken ships, and even bodies have all emerged from the mud. Last moon, Ceres was caught up with Venus in a very full-on T-square. Floods hit Pakistan in record levels, and drought in Europe. Protests in Iraq turned into a rebellion. Uranus and the North Node have been instrumental in forging a new path through the old, broken, worn-out, constricting ways. And climate change, work, and financial security have been at the head of that battering ram. Now that the cracks have daylight through them, you might find that there's something you really hoped for is emerging out of the fragments. Those external circumstances have brought about an inner resolve, and it's exposed like hidden treasure. Uranus and the North Node sextile this group, and they're invigorating the Moon, Neptune and Juno by dissolving the attachments to the past and bringing a culmination to emotional commitments, partnerships and expectations you found yourself entangled. At the same time as these floaty realizations coming to the surface, Saturn is in Aquarius and it's square Uranus. It's a gun-blazing clash of authority, restriction, consequence and karma versus eruption, independence, revolution, innovation. This one was a main feature of conflict over 2021, and it's been buzzing all this year as well. Uranus can unite people for a cause or split and splinter what's in its path. This is a war between independence and punitive authority, and it's tracking independence movements and even the Russian war on Ukraine. Ukraine's defense of its sovereign status has inspired global support using technology, strategy and intelligence to push back. Jupiter, who's usually quite fun-loving and expansive, is also retrograde, funneling those big, far-reaching beliefs that Jupiter has into a less focused scattergun approach. It encourages a bit of that chasing windmill scenario where you're daydreaming and not getting anything done, and really putting the corkscrews in the conversation. Mercury is opposite, just turned retrograde. These two are going to do this slow, awkward dance, crossing opposite each other 3 times, distracting, diverting, and talking up instead of attending the issue. What this means is there's going to be big talk, rash promises, and amount to the same old, same old. The air gets sucked out, plans go around in circles, and detail is empty. Contracts turn out to have fine print hidden in hot air. There's a clash of beliefs at the heart of it, going way beyond black and white truth. Again, that retrograde focus means the best place you'll find the truth is inside yourself. We know that Juno's inclusion in this little group is having you look at relationships, and the planet of relationships, Venus, got absolutely pounded last moon. It was opposite Saturn, actually it's a bit more there now, and in a T-square with Uranus and the North Node. This put big pressure on the cost of relationships and finances in general. Tension built up on how much hard work had gone in and who did what. Now Venus is quincunx Jupiter, while Jupiter is opposite Mercury. This repeats that theme, feeling let down, feeling promises haven't been met, talk going nowhere, and the optimism draining out of a situation or a relationship. With this quincunx, it's harder to keep things hidden under the carpet, and Jupiter can inflate the drama. Solutions aren't going to be easy to find, so keep it simple. See what needs to be seen, but don't necessarily say it. Dissolve your expectations and stay detached enough to learn what's going on. The Pisces Neptune Moon combo can offer a glimpse into your future self, and all this retrograde action helps you to slow down and take stock. You might have to blur your vision slightly to see what's there, but all this exposure is raising consciousness so we can operate at a higher level, and a higher level of love, a higher level of compassion. And that's worth diving into. I'm Merryl, and this is my mystery school. Help out my channel with a like, follow, share and subscribe. If you'd like to know more, contact me through my website www.merrylkey.com.